The Big Knowledge project is ultimately a media analytics platform where we are not only getting into the data, we're getting into the data science and advanced analytics to help solve our clients' most pressing business questions. So there's new business models that are being introduced. There's new players that are challenging the legacy players in the market, the cable operators, for example. I thought I would show you, we're here to talk about data, all things data. How do we actually serve a client's needs? At the end, it's management of data across the whole ecosystem. So on the linear side, Nielsen, Rentrack, which is now Comscore, are the biggest guys. On the digital side and nonlinear side, there's a whole slew of data sources to take into account. Everything from the Xbox feed, the PS4 feed, the Hulu Crackle feeds, Amazon feeds, the list goes on, and that's just on the content side. On the advertising side, you have the freewheels, the double clicks, all this different information that needs to be taken into account and ingested. And of course, the whole social conversation, the Twitters, the Facebooks, the Snapchats, the BuzzFeeds, all this information needs to be taken into account so you can get an idea of how that content is not only performing, but what's the buzz about that content, and how can we understand what content is trending so we can engage with that audience base. Just to give everybody a sense of the type of data that we're dealing with, it's between 10 to 25 gigabytes on a daily basis or on a weekly basis. Now that adds up over time. In order to do the type of analysis that our clients require us to do, we typically have about 2 years worth of data minimum to do that year-over-year analysis. Now that's a lot of, number one, storage that we require, which is on the dashDB side, a lot of crunching that we require, which we're using a various plethora of tools. But that's just part of the problem, is A, taking into account all these various data sets. Second, merging them together to get that 360-degree view of how your content is getting consumed across these platforms. Again, we're using a slew of IBM's products. We're using dashDB to ingest the data, to store it, DataWorks and Spark to be able to manage the ETLs, Cloudant, which is the operational database, and there's some features for NoSQL when it comes to the data management side. And of course, as we're moving forward, we're always looking to incorporate new technologies such as Watson to be able to, again, provide our users that interactive ability to deal with the data and analyze the data and splice it the way they might need to. So we have that in-memory analytics, and it's packaged nicely where we can do this huge number crunching, go across this huge inventory, and provide these algorithms within seconds, which otherwise would take, compared to, for example, Oracle, where all this would be in the stored procedures. It's minutes, hours to go through, parse through your whole inventory, and understand what's the best time to schedule content or what's the best price.